What's going on, everybody? Matt Malatesta here, the Coach's Corner. We are up here in the Woodlands, Texas. Eric Noski, the boys golf coach of the Highlanders. They finished second in state. Tremendous year, tremendous showing. But we'll talk about that. But they have a guy, Cooper Paul, comes out of nowhere and wins the 6A state tournament. Coach, welcome. Let's talk first of all about the team. Over the year, how did we do? Did you feel this kind of building as y'all had that second place finish, which is a great finish?
Yeah, this is a team that could have and probably should have won this. I mean, this is the only tournament we lost all year. So, yep.
It still hurts.
It stings a lot, but you know.
What went into first day, second day at state?
First day, we just had a really bad back nine. Like everybody had a bad back. It was the back nine. That was really what it was. We made the turn at 4 under. We were crushing it. And it just kind of holes 12 through 15 just snuck up on us and got us. I don't know what it was, but we played the back nine 11 over. So, the first day we were 7 over as a team, and Lake Travis was just cruising. They shot like 9 under. So we were 16 back after the first day in 8th place. So
you make a surge in day 2. What do you how do you account for that? I mean, they just went off or what?
Well, no, this is what we were accustomed to and how we've been playing. We had a good talk after day 1. Worked out some things, whatever swing fixes, whatnot, and I just told him, hey, if this is not how we want to go out. I know what we're capable of. So everybody has a mission tomorrow. We know what we need to do. And we got off to a hot start the second day, kind of like we did the first day, but we kept that momentum going, because we had to actually start on the back nine, which you're in the bottom of the lineup when you're starting on the back nine. But, we made amends from the first day because we shot 9 under on that side that we shot, 11 over on. And then I kept that going. We ended up shooting 8 under, 280 total, 1 under total finish, for the first day. And that vaulted us from 8th to 2nd. But at one point during the round, Lake Travis got all the way down to, I want to say, -5. They started the day -9, and we got it to -6. We were 13 under at one time.
Wow.
For the day. We did give a few back. I get it, but it's really hard to come back like that.
Yeah. But okay, so talk about Cooper Paul. His story is kind of unique because you were saying he had never won a tournament. He wasn't the best player on the team. I don't know if he gets hot at the right time. Just walk me through the Cooper Paul story.
Cooper Paul qualified to get on varsity last year. He was not the first or second guy to get on there, but he got in. Had an okay year last year, nothing great. Didn't even make the district tournament last year. He wasn't even in the top 13, but I could tell he had some, some moments, like this kid can go, he just needs to fix a few things. And then he had a great summer. And then he came into the year, we did our qualifying at the beginning of the year, and he was not in the top 5 to start off. First 2 tournaments. And then he kind of at the 3rd turn of the season, he qualified and got in through his tournament play and some qualifiers. And then he just really never looked back. Now he had a couple of good rounds in the spring on the first 2 tournaments. Nothing out of this world, but solid 5 guy. And all I ever ask of a 5 guy is you need to count at least 1 round. And then all of a sudden, we go to district. He plays decent at district. Counted his score both days, but what really vaulted him was at regionals. He obviously counted both days, but that second day he shot 2 under. Got off to a hot start and just kept it going. And then, we got to state, and I said, this kid's really hitting it good. He just needs a couple of putts to fall. That's what every golfer says. You just you're hitting it good. You just need a couple of putts to fall. And that's what really started happening. Like the first day, he plays the front 9, 3 under, but then plays the back 9, 3 over, shoots 72. Like I said, we took all the guys in the range. We go there the second day. Looked like he got some things figured out. And he told me on the putting green, he's like, it feels good today, because it feels good today. And he starts off birdie, birdie, birdie for the day, and pretty much just cruise on the front nine, shoots 33, and then gets on the back nine and birdies 10 and 11. And then, but it's like every round you're going to have that one or two holes where you got them, and I want to say it was on, I want to say it was like 14, 15, somewhere in there. He had to make a putt, 10 footer for par, that kind of stuff, and made it. So I can't remember exactly what hole it was, but it's like every challenge. And then on 17, par three, kind of ballooned one up on the front of the green and makes a 60-foot putt for birdie to go to 6 under. And then, and actually that was on number 8, since we were on the back nine. We started, our back nine was the front nine. So that was on 8. And then on number 9 to par 5, it is gettable, but he was kind of far back, and we talked about it. Like, look, there's a bunker up there. You don't want to lay up in this bunker. And then, we're struggling to finish, so he had a good layup, hits it up on the green, 2 putts, shoots 66. And there's 2 other kids out because we had to go on the first wave. So there's another wave behind us and on the other side too, because there's a 1 in 10 start time. So there was 2 other kids that were 1 stroke behind, and they had to birdie 18, and neither one of them birdied. And as soon as they didn't, that's what we knew. Like, wow, this is a special round. 66, the final round of the state tournament as a sophomore, never winning a medal ever in high school for anything. So, yeah, pretty special.
That's a crazy story. And, now I can't imagine this kid's face when he's like, hey, I just won this thing. I mean, what was the discussion like after going home? He probably still wearing that medal.
Oh, but he is the most calm, collected, don't put the spotlight on me, it's really good for golf because the kid's got a poker face. It's unreal. He hits a bad shot, you wouldn't know it, unless you saw the shot. It's like he's got a good attitude for golf. I mean, that's rare. That's rare because most golfers wear their emotions right on their sleeves, and he just keeps plucking along, and just nothing seems to really get him. It's kind of unique.
You've had some super talent there. Just talk about some of the guys that you've had the opportunity to coach that are now, out and about in the college ranks.
Oh, wow. I mean, been here 21 years. Obviously one of the most decorated players was Bronson Burgoon. I mean, by far, high school, college, and, he's currently on the PGA Tour, he's still there. And we've had some other just great golfers come through here, great college careers. Fred Waddell is one of them, just great high school career, great college career. He's still trying to play as a pro. He's played in some Corn Ferry stuff here and there. Guys like that. It's we've had a lot come through, but as I do, as I do, that PGA Tour, man, it's it's feast or famine out there, man. And sometimes it doesn't always translate, from college to pro, and some guys get it, some don't. But yeah, we obviously have had a lot of talent come through here.
Hey, talk about the Beltway Tour. You're also involved in the Beltway Tour in the summer, which gets kids a lot of reps also, that might be kind of tweeners or just right on the cusp of doing something great. Just talk about the Beltway Tour.
So we started this tour in 2013. We knew kids were still not, we were looking at other tours, and we were like, that means they're still missing some kids. So we came up with this idea that, since we started out around Houston, and that's why we kind of named it after the Beltway. But we pitched it as, why don't you just play in your own backyard? Because some of these tours, like you might play up here one weekend, you might play in South Houston, you might be all over the place. So we kind of developed this thing as regions around Houston, and then you just play within your own region. And it was really a good thing to get your feet wet when you first start to play golf, when you first learn the game. And we came up with 3 divisions of boys, 3 divisions of girls, which includes a 9-hole division in each one, and then 2 separate 18-hole divisions, where it's kind of like the beginner 18-holers where you're just getting your feet wet, and then the better players, the other division. And we also we pair kids by ability level, not by age group, so that you're really playing with kids that are like you and you're learning the game. So that was our whole deal, and it really took off. And we got 5 regions around Houston. We got Austin, San Antonio, Central Texas, Waco, all that stuff around there, Southeast Texas, down the Golden Triangle. So it just kind of boomed for us.
Well, which is super cool because we're throughout the city as well, and we're over in Aldine Davis, or we're out in Fort Bend, and a lot of kids just don't get the opportunity to play golf, and you can kind of see where they would be a little nervous, and just because they haven't had the opportunity to play some of these other kids that are on tour and traveling all over the country. But that Beltway is perfect for them to kind of hone their skills and learn the game, because honestly, it's a lifetime game, and it's so awesome for some of these kids that wouldn't get the opportunity to go play just because of the cost of it, that get to play some of these tournaments, which is really cool. Health of golf in Houston high school sports. I am exhausted seeing Austin and Dallas, seeing they're all winning these state tournaments. But what's the health of Houston area golf?
I think is very healthy. In the past, I'd say 6 to 7 years, you got teams like us, Memorial, Stratford, couple of Katy schools. You've had Seven Lakes, Cinco Ranch has had a few good teams. Just who am I missing here?
Clements isn't bad. Fort Bend got a little. They're okay.
Yeah, I mean Clements, their girls are really good. But you kind of see the staple, the same, pretty much 6, 7 teams, making a run down here, as far as the Houston area goes, every year. Memorial has a team similar to us. They have quite a few kids and a lot of talent around there. I mean, they have obviously access to some golf courses there, just like we do here, and it just it makes for a great learning environment for kids, that grow up in it and immersed in it, and that it's kind of it just feeds itself, like it's there and here at the Woodlands.
Finally, talk about next year. Who's coming back? What's the prospectus for 2025?
Well, I lose really 2 amazing seniors. Daniel Zoe is going to Rice and playing golf there, and Caden Cox is going to Wichita State playing golf there, losing a lot of experience and some good golfers and great kids. But I got 3 kids coming back next year. Obviously Cooper, a kid named Abe Dougal, and then one more, Trip DePoy. I mean, amazing freshman. He's going to be, you watch out for that kid. And then I have a really talented freshman coming in next year. His name is Anthony Butt, and got to get somebody to step up, and fill that 5 spot. So we'll see, 4 or 5, but I think we're going to be just fine. We're going to be young, but we're going to be very, very good.
All right. Hey, this is Eric Noski. The Woodlands finishes second at state in Class 6A. Tremendous finish. And they got the state championship individual in Cooper Paul. Coach, keep it going, baby. Keep it going up there in the Woodlands. We need some representation in golf for the state of Texas. This is Matt with VYPE. We'll see you on the course.
Thank you.